Everyone's talking about the changes in the NASCAR Cup Series garage, but what about the Truck Series? We have a new body that could potentially change the quality of racing we see on the track, a lot of unproven faces thrust into top tier equipment, and the return of practice at least in a skeleton form. The 2022 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series regular season has the potential to be just as crazy as Cup, with the many storylines surrounding the garage. Once the #1 monster Ford F-150 unloaded off the David Gilliland Racing hauler at Daytona, the pressure was on for 20-year-old Hailie Deegan. Now, the most popular driver had a decent 2021. Finishing 7th at Gateway and completing a healthy 97% of the laps run. Not too shabby for a rookie driver without practice. 2022 will be different and a true testament to whether Hailie Deegan can reshape the female NASCAR driver archetype. One that has been morphed by Danica Patrick and Natalie Decker having the lack of talent, cashing out as sex symbols to give their names description other than professional wreckers. Hailie Deegan, fortunately, is still on the correct path up the NASCAR ladder. If she can show her bullish driver personality from the K&N days, Deegan will enrich not just what a woman should be in NASCAR, but also her career, opening up some new career trajectories with every win. Hailie Deegan's driving will be something to keep your eyes glued to in this 2022 season. John Hunter Nemechek was a 5-alarm fire for the Truck Series competition last year, leading to a career-high 5 victories in the regular season championship. The Truck Series veteran shined in a series with no scarcity of inexperienced drivers absent of practice to fine-tune their craft. Maybe that explains just why Nemechek came up short of Trucker's glory in Phoenix. The second-generation star returns to the KBM No. 4 truck with Eric Phillips reprising his role as crew chief. I'm going to say it, John Hunter Nemechek will win at least 3 races this season. It's just hard to see this team faltering in a series now dominated by a bunch of unproven young guys. This will be another big year for truck number 4. Another year for the most mediocre driver and team in the field. The number 15 driven by Tanner Gray. This team has literally been the Casper the Ghost of NASCAR, leaving no memories except for his wreck at Gateway that set up the thrilling overtime finish. If there is something to make them a bit more noticeable, you have Jerry Baxter as the new crew chief for this entry. That could be the silver lining for this David Gilliland Racing team in a stacked Truck Series field. Tyler ANKRUM has been a NASCAR Truck Series bust through the first 3 years, and I'll tell you why. Sheldon Creed and Zane Smith were at the thick of the championship crop, while ANKRUM's 26 truck fizzled out as a low-seed playoff team at the very best. He will now get a second chance at the HATTORI Racing Team, trucks that are more than worthy of competing for the championship. There are no more excuses for ANKRUM. He's the leader of a competitive organization driving for the best manufacturer in the Truck Series with full funding. If he does not get a win this year with this 16 team, I think it should easily be one and done for ANKRUM. Let's hope he steps it up this year and gets out of that unproven label instead. Chandler Smith avoided being a lifeless clone out of the KBM machine by winning 2 races and advancing to the round of 8, ending his rookie campaign with a barn-bumming victory in the season finale. Now, of course, this did eradicate the minds of NASCAR fans with the hypnotizing smoke of newly crowned series champion Ben Rhodes. Danny Stuckman is a true asset to this 18 team, and this group has the potential to show similar to what John Hunter Nemechek and this 4 team showed us last season. I expect a lot of glass ceilings to be shattered by the Safelite driver in 2022. No words can truly describe just how much of a catastrophe the Bill McAnally Racing team led by Derek KRAUS was last year. From a Cinderella story to wrecking almost every single week, KRAUS took an L, and now he will hope to bounce back in this 19 truck, this time with Silverado power instead of Toyota. Hard to say what he's going to do this year, except that he, like ANKRUM, has a lot to prove as a third-year trucker. Grant Enfinger and a St. Louis Rams fan have a lot in common. Only difference is Enfinger has the opportunity to get revenge with the best ride Chevrolet has to offer. A part of a multi-year deal, he gets his fingers on a GMS racing truck led by Charles DeNike, the guy who led Tyler ANKRUM's failed 2021 campaign. Should have been Jeff Hensley, but he elected to leave the GMS racing organization for another championship contender. We'll get to his new driver later. Still, the most important thing is Enfinger's back in a full-time ride, and he'll want some revenge on his old team. Watch out for the champion power team in 2022. Clark Kent's little brother completes the minuscule 2-car stable this season for GMS. As for his 12 race performance in the 24 truck last year, it was flaccid, I'll tell you that. 12 starts, 1 top 10 at the Gateway Wreckfest, an average finish of 26.2. Those are horrible numbers to put up on an organization that has won a championship at the Truck Series level. If Jack Wood the driver continues to be the kryptonite, it will be a long season for this team. We just have to hope Grant Enfinger and the quality over quantity approach from GMS can change that. Here we go, guys. We got Matt DiBenedetto. Lost his ride in the NASCAR Cup Series last season, and now he joins the Reckley War team in their sophomore season. This was a truck that struggled in the first half with Timothy Peters, but in the second half, with a guy like Josh Berry, the truck got some better finishes. Not gonna lie, I'm pulling for Matt DiBenedetto, and I know that's a bad take on the NASCAR Twitter sphere, and that's even more reason why to pull for this guy in 2022. May he finally be able to identify as a race winner in real life just to get the salt flowing on the Twitterbird site. Zane Smith's 2021 ended in heartbreak after coming up 1 spot shy of the championship. Copied and pasted nearly word for word from last year's video. Smith hopes his cards play better this time around, succeeding Truck Series graduate Todd Gilliland in the Front Row Motorsports 38 truck. A team led by Chris Lawson that gained a ton of momentum at the end of last season. Technically, that energy manifested in the season opening Daytona win, but I wholeheartedly believe Zane Smith is destined for a breakout season, especially since he'll have a ton of OEM support from Ford. The glass slipper fit for Carson HOCEVAR in his Cinderella rookie season. Nobody expected this Nice team to do anything, yet here they were going toe-to-toe with KBM and THORSPORT. HOCEVAR, Phil Gould, and the 42 team will look to build on that success, and I think they will considering the lack of proven drivers in this series. Plus, GMS downsizing means truck number 42 will be a higher priority. HOCEVAR should be in line for career win number 1 and hopefully some sponsorship. The Helmar Racing team in Stuart Friesen also exceeded expectations, improving from their colossal collapse in 2020 to coming up just 1 lap short of returning to the championship race. The 2-time Truck Series winner hopes to sing "Don't Stop Me Now" in his 5th full-time season in the easy-to-spot bright blue and orange Toyota Tundra. And with this being year 3 as an independent team, "We Are the Champions" could be the team's theme song in 2022. The driver I predicted to race for GMS and Cup ended up in a second HATTORI truck. Chase Purdy stays afloat with the Bama Buggy sponsorship. So how has Chase embarrassed himself already after the first Cup race in Daytona? And I can report, he hasn't humiliated himself in the heart of battle in a pleasant surprise. You can't do anything embarrassing in the race if you don't even make the race. Yeah. Ty Majeski entered 2022 having never completed a full-time season in any racing division. Duke and Rhonda Thorson decided to change that. Majeski gets to drive the number 66 Toyota Tundra for the entirety of 2022, pairing up with champion of the series Joe Shear Jr. So far, this duo has been a pleasant surprise by winning the pole and leading 21 laps in the Daytona opener. This is an opportunity Majeski has wanted to be more than just a video game, and now he has it, which could manifest in a Truck Series season for the ages. The 2021 season finale marked the end of an era for Matt Crafton. Junior Joyner bid his farewell to full-time truck racing, one that saw him win 3 championships as the nucleus of the 88 team and turn around Crafton's career for the better. The experience he garnered with Joyner makes him a crafty veteran in the Truck Series garage and should help him work well with Jeff Hensley, rejoining the THORSPORT team, hoping to pick up the pieces where he left off with Grant Enfinger. This is an enticing combination that should see Matt Crafton do what he does best, finish 6th to 10th every week, and then pull a championship out of his chassis. Truck number 2 in the Bill McNally stable belongs to Colby Howard. You may think he's just an unproven kid with no resume, but that is not the case. In 21 Xfinity starts last year for JD Motorsports, he finished much better than where he started on average. It is not much, but it could be critical to his development in year 1. Christian ECKES was a former KBM clone, something you do not want to be, but fortunately he got unprogrammed with the THORSPORT team last year, winning his first career race at Las Vegas. That one victory was enough for him to get a promotion up to full-time, getting the keys to truck number 98 for the full season after Grant Enfinger's departure. Now honestly, ECKES seems to just be an alright driver. Nowhere remotely close to the Smiths in terms of young guns, but far from ANKRUM, KRAUS, Wood, Deegan, and Gray. I would say he's got a chance to make some noise this year. All of these drivers will be chasing defending NASCAR truck champion Ben Rhodes. His record this season is already 0-1, so maybe you guys are already writing him off as repeat champion. Rich Lucius will be key to this championship defense, as he was the key factor to the 99 team's improvement in 2021. It's hard to see him not leading the THORSPORT team once again, considering CRAFTON is in the late stages of his career, and you also have both ECKES as well as Nemechek still in their early development. Ben Rhodes, meanwhile, is in his prime as a Truck Series driver, and just maybe now is the time to solidify the Rhodes dynasty. New season, new schedule. The 2022 NASCAR Camping World Truck Series regular season has a few changes, which includes the Martinsville race relocating to the regular season in April, as well as the Worldwide Technology Raceway moving back to the regular season as part of the trip in June. Meanwhile, you have two new racetracks, Sonoma and Mid-Ohio, joining the tour. This 2022 season truly feels like a new era for the Truck Series, not only because of the new bodies, but just the staggering amount of 0 wins, 0 playoff appearance, 0 anything young drivers and competitive equipment. I see this season greatly playing into the hands of the drivers with experience and success. John Hunter Nemechek wins 3 races and defends his regular season championship. Zane Smith will also win 3 races in his breakout season with Front Row Motorsports. Chandler Smith wins twice, Ben Rhodes wins twice, and Grant Enfinger also finds victory lane once. That is it for the winners, considering Kyle Busch will take the other 5 checkered flags single-handedly. As for points, Matt Crafton, Stuart Friesen, and Carson HOCEVAR safely make it in, followed by Christian Eckes and Ty Majeski. I'd say Tyler ANKRUM, given his HATTORI equipment, will be close, but after that it will be very easy to distinguish talent from the not so talented in this 2022 season. So anyways, this is Nathan for NRF Productions signing out, and just remember, guys and gals, life's a beach and then you drive.